Chavetz, wait. Yaakov has to leave. The plane is waiting for him.
Remember the Nasusos are waiting.
Florida has been waiting since the creation of the world to have the army of Alpine Chabadniks
to
be
take
able
away
to take the Kedusha and elevate Florida into the holy sparks of Hashem.
Sparky and hot.
Page 470. Yeah.
Colin 70.
What is the word? Florida.
Oh, Colin's gonna get half of the most sparks.
Rabbi,
No, Colin.
forgive us if we leave right away.
Okay, we'll start with
You want to say
Norman,
Kaddish?
Norman.
Right after
Yossi,
Tanya.
Yossi. What's the name Florida mean?
2-3 minutes.
Florida.
Of course.
Flowery. You see, it was named by the Sfaradim. Florida. That's what Florida means. Flower. Because
470.
Tabra, come on.
V'hinei mudah zoi ismai razal shetachlis brias hayom hazeh hu shemitz ava kashvel lehem. It's a well-known statement declared by the rabbis that the purpose of which this world was created to begin with. Why did God create this world? God doesn't need the world. God is perfect without the world. God's infinity is without the world infinite. God is a king without the world. But the purpose of creating this world is that God wanted to create a world that to have a abode for Hashem in the lower realms. He desired, he desired
that the essence of his Ein Sof light be revealed as it is, without veil or concealment, amidst the lower creations. Our sages use the word abode or dwelling place to describe such revelation. Just as a man's home serves as an abode for his essence, so too is this world intended to be an abode for God's existence.
Now by God, there's no such a thing high or low. Because by God, all worlds are the same, distant, equal. For God, it's not like, oh, this world is more spiritual and the other world is less spiritual. Compared to God, they're all same thing. They're all nothing. So why does God want this world? Elabira inyan, kikoydem sheniva olam, hayahu,
you do.
levadai, yochem al kamanzeh. Before the world, any world was created, there was only He alone. And one and unique, filling all the space in which He created the world. Anything that could be conceived of as space or possibility for creation was filled with God's Ein Sof. For God, the world, nothing changed. For God, it's all the same exact level. There's no difference. For God, just like before creation, the only thing that existed was God. Same thing for God. Everything is God. So what's the difference? The only change applies only to the recipients whose vivifying force and His light before creation there was none. Not yet, no. Shinui.
Change.
Who receive this life force of light by way of numerous garments which veil and conceal God's light, for without such garments they could not bear its intensity and would cease to exist. As it says, for no man can see me and live. Even the angels, which are called chayos, ein royim, they can't see. Chayot is like godliness, except by the way of the garments which conceal it. V'zeu shtalshalus. This is the concealment of the chain-like graded and downward succession of the worlds and the descent from level to level, through the many garments that conceal the light and the emanating force of Hashem. Until God made this physical, gross, coarse world. The world is not only physical, so that the truth of God's creative power is not evident, it is also gross. Gross means it's a lie. It covers up on the truth. When you look at the world, it denies that there's a God. It denies that there's a creator. This is the lowest that could be. Not only is this world coarse and gross and physical, when you see the world, you don't see there's an energy that makes it exist. The world doesn't call that.
But we
The
know
world
that it's a
lo-
constant creation.
But it's not something that the world shows. The world doesn't express it. Guess what? This world is full of klip and sitrachra that they say, I am everything and there's nothing besides me. On the contrary, they think it's as if they're independent and they're created by themselves, so to say, and there's nothing making them. So why did God do this? Why did God create such a world? Why does he need a world that denies God, that's opposite of God, that's dark and what? Tachlis, Ishtalshalas, 474 in bottom. Ain't it B'Shalom Tachlis and Mazeh. Shekach, Allah, Britzani, Yizbarach, Liasnachasuach, God, for some reason, enjoys and he decided that he's going to have a pleasure from taking darkness and making it into light. That's God's greatest pleasure. Now, God doesn't need this pleasure. Again, God doesn't need the pleasure. But God shows that he's going to enjoy the pleasure of darkness becoming light and physical becoming spiritual. That's interesting that this week's Parsha is 474 psukim from Truma Tetzama Vayakov Akudah explaining of the creation of the Mishkan. 474 psukim explaining all about the creation of the Mishkan. And the creation of the world is only 47 psukim. So the question is, the creation of the world is a universe that's so huge and so vast, and it's created yesh me'ayin. There's 47 psukim. In this week's parsha is 474 psukim for a little building that's 100 by 100. 474 psukim about one little structure. The answer is simple. God to create a world, nishken kunst. God could create anything, but a human being should create an infinite creation. That's a hard job. A human being should create infinite. A human being should make godliness from a piece of gold, from a piece of silver, from a piece of copper, and make it infinite, make it godly. That deserves a lot of psukim for him. Why? Almost finished. You think Florida, the sun shines better? Over there, there's also a lot of glitter. Guys, give us some tzedakah. You should have a safe trip to Florida.
It's cold, but it's not across the ocean. I was hoping we don't.
No, the ocean over there, they're going into the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Take one for tzedakah, one for tzedakah.
No, the Florida.
That's a
Come
Jewish
here.
state.
You know any?
You can call it evidence.
Hey, we're getting $1 today, Rabbi.
Huh?
Everybody gets $1 today?
It's the ones that are going to Florida.
It's Rabbi Shin's birthday.
Whatever you want.
ולזה
No,
נעשה הקדוש ברוך הוא, הקדוש ברוך הוא נקרא אויס, לקבל של הסמארט ומגיש, כנראה שכמה גמוש, יין בעין ירוב לא ירא שם אחד אילומם, ונדע שמספיים ותאפו שם למועש. So in other words, the purpose of this creation was to make this world a dwelling place for God, and God should be revealed in this world in a manifest way, which that's going to happen when Mashiach comes.
Amen.
L'chaim. Rabbi Hanani ben Akash Emer, Ratzak HaKadosh Baruch Hu L'zak Es Yisrael, and the mitzvahs, we're going to do a Chumash soon. Shenemar Nechavetz Matzik Yatev Yad L'Kadosh Rabbanu, page 26, no?